Hello, grant panelists. Thank you for watching. Excuse me a minute while I pull up my slides. I'm just going to give you about 5 minutes of what we do. I'm Cynthia Tom and the founding director of A Place of Our Own, where we use art to help women of color and women move from chronic heartache to resilience. And what I'm going to show you are a couple of the art exhibitions we did, just samples of them, and they end up being exercises in self-agency. They also culminate at the end of either 8 week or 3 month series of workshops, which I'll tell you about briefly. Anyway, they create the work from found objects, and the question they have to answer is, if you had a place of your own, what would it be? Again, a practice in self-agency. And this is after going through months of looking at beliefs that hold you back, family patterns of trauma, etc. And this particular cohort I wanted to show because it's over 4 cohorts during the pandemic. And we have representatives from San Francisco, the Bay Area, and also started working with the Central Valley. So we have Latinx, Indigenous, Asian, African American, and every mix in between. One of the things we do, besides working with them for 4 months to create the answer to the question and how to use found objects and build into an art display, we have them create the installation together. They install their work. We don't just do it. We have them come and learn how to do it. We teach them. We also teach them how to talk about their process, their place, and to speak publicly. So the last smaller installation we just did is for one of the beliefs that hold us back, and that's the people-pleasing energy. And about a year ago, we came up with this concept of "let me disappoint you." And we were able to show it at Soulmarts for their Dia de los Muertos, We Love You. Because our premise is you can't love other people till you love yourself. So this process took the alumni, helped them see how to take a concept and use art to shift a mindset. And these tags, the tassels were gifted to us. I had a couple hundred gifted to me. So I decided that needed to be in the display. And we invited people in during open studio. So complete strangers came in and helped us write phrases on these tags that are from the A Place of Her Own lesson plans that we're working on for the public. And then the alumni were invited to come help create the installation. We taught them how to paint and how to hang things spatially, etc. And we ended up hanging about 200 tags on the wall. 200 tassels. And then during the opening and the closing receptions at Soulmarts, we invited people to find a tassel that resonated with them and that they were being gifted from people they've never met. And it was so heartwarming to experience that. There were a lot of tears and a lot of crying. And an example of one of the tags is, I don't have to set myself on fire to keep others warm. And another one that was popular was saying no can be sacred. So the workshops, in brief, are ways that we explore ancestral trauma in community with each other to help heal. The one I'm showing you right now is Korean Community Center. They invited us to come do a place workshop series, 8 sessions, to teach their Western trained therapists other ways to work with people of color, because the frustration is Western therapy sometimes isn't it's not working. So we went in there and they lost their funding for the program, but we offered to do it anyway for free. We do that a lot. Um, Not because we're independently wealthy, but just because we just know this helps and this works. The really amazing thing is that Yerba Buena Center for the Arts, through the California Arts Council, had a Creative Core Award that awarded us for this project to work with this community. And this community, by the way, isn't just Korean, isn't just Asian, it's multi-ethnic and always intergenerational. Or we don't like to work so exclusively. So that was one of the requirements we had to work with them is when we opened it up to the public that they allowed that. And just to give you an example of this is one of the family pattern maps that we have people do. Some are more simplistic than this, and this is probably the most beautiful one I've seen, where Yang was angry at her grandmother, as you see here in blue. She grew up being really angry because she felt like her grandmother mistreated her mother badly, and she carried that with her. But when I have them do the family maps, I actually ask people to place your family members on when you left the root country, when they left the root country, what was happening in the country at that time, which is different than asking why they came here. They came here for more opportunity. But when you actually look at what was going on when they left, or if they're indigenous, we just say, what do you remember or do you know what happened right when your family was forced to migrate somewhere else or incarcerated? So colonization. And it helps you understand some of the heartache you might have is from those past survival techniques that your family had to do to stay alive. So that's it in a nutshell. It's big, big information, but that's what I have right now. So thank you so much for listening and um, thank you.